Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Oztron and we are back inside of Gearbox, and for today's episode we are going to continue finishing up the build to our supercar. And the next thing that we need to add to this thing is some type of transmission system. So we've gone ahead and finished off the rear suspension and the front suspension in the last episode. So we went over building our shocks and dampeners and our sway bar / torsion bars and the lower control arms and upper control arm suspension areas, getting all of our steering functioning correctly. And we also have the same thing going on in the back. We managed to add in a differential back here to kind of start off with. And yeah, we pretty much have everything buttoned up back here. I've turned all of these things basically into assemblies. So as you can see, if I select one item here, all these pieces are locked together. I kept running into an issue where I'd move something and then like half of it would move and half of it wasn't moving. And so now I highly recommend that once you have something that is fully functioning, that you lock all the pieces together. And a good way to do that, just if you want to know how I've been doing it, is you select an item. Like let's select, what can I select here? Let's select like this piece right there, and then you just hold down the control key and hit your arrow key, and it'll start selecting everything that is attached in kind of like an order. And then you can kind of knock it back a little bit, or you can go and start individually selecting pieces while holding the control key down. And then once you have all that selected, then you just right click and then just sit here and click here. No sitting. Just click this lock selected attachment button, and then that will go ahead and select everything or make everything that is selected and lock it as a continuous piece. And so that way when you select all of that and I move it, then it will all move back to as one, and then you can move it back or whatever you want to do. Same thing, I've done the same thing with the front. I've kind of done all of these as like little assembly pieces. Same thing with the engine, because I kept messing with the engine, and this little platform is actually locked to where the engine mounts to. So there's a few changes that I made in the since the last episode, kind of off recording or camera. And one of those is I tweaked the belly pan to the car, and mainly because it was like cutting into where the what am I trying to say here, the crankshaft, it was like clipping inside of here, and that was causing like some weird issues when I was trying to test the engine, because the engine ran fine before, and it was like, okay, what's going on? And the only thing that I'd really changed that was around the engine was like where the floor pan was and some of those things. So they were basically clipping into it. So I opened up the bottom, which is, basically how it would be on a real car. Also, this would be like a transmission tunnel around all of this. And then there would be like a firewall, in this area somewhere. I don't think we're going to be able to fit all that inside of this, but just mainly because we're limited on how to route the exhaust. I wish there were some other pieces, like some 90-degree bends and just more bends, and some that would allow us to come out at different angles, more of a horizontal angle, because we're kind of locked into everything at being 90 degrees. So yeah, that would be nice to have other selections for some of the pipe bends for better exhaust layout, and also a better manifold too, because we're kind of limited on how we can build manifolds and stuff. So those are some changes that would be awesome to see in upcoming updates. But today we need to really focus on the transmission, and I'm not really sure what I think I'm going to just go to the workshop, look at some transmissions, because they look kind of complicated, and it looks like it'll take me many episodes to try to put one together myself. So I think I'm going to select a few from the workshop, see how other people have done this, and then we may try to adapt one of those types of transmissions to this car to see what we can make work. And right now, if we go, and also I did widen it, like as I said, I was going to say in the last, I can't speak today, but as I was saying in the last episode, I was going to widen the belly pan area, the seating area of the car. And so I did that just by 2 blocks on each side, and that gave us a little bit more room for transmission, and also lengthened it a little bit this way, and kind of adjusted some of this front end area up here where the wheel well is, and then also with the back, just kind of tidied things up and just did a few tweaks to the overall layout. Just things I could take my time on without boring you guys too much on everything. And let's go ahead and put this let's go ahead and pull the pin out actually and drop this to the ground, you know, boom. So we can see that the suspension works pretty nice now, and the steering works really good. So we can see our steering here is working pretty nicely. I may need to turn up the steering angle, I think. I'm not sure I'm happy with that steering angle. How much space do we have to work with here? We have a little bit more, so we can turn the steering angle up a little bit. And yeah, all right. So yeah, and let's go ahead and get in this thing and let's see what kind of power we're making now. Let's start this thing up. There we go. Starts up much nicer now. We don't get all that clunky sound. I did also adjust some of the cylinder timing and some of the basic settings to the air fuel ratios and volumetric settings and things like that, because it seemed like with building an engine this big, we needed to allow it to have more air to come in. I don't know why we're going forward or backwards now. So if we rev up the engine, let's see what this sounds like. I have this weight back here. Oh, there we go. And we can see what kind of power we're making. Oh god. So we're making it almost to 6,000 RPMs. I have it set to 7,500. I went under 8. Someone mentioned that there was a limit cap to the... Here, let's get out of this. Let's move it back. I don't know why it rolls. It's so crazy. Someone mentioned that there's a limit to the RPM range. I don't know. I've heard multiple conversations on this. So some people will say that they have it, you know, revving as high as 13,000 RPMs or whatever. And then some have said that there's a cap at 8,000, and that's when things start to go crazy with collisions and parts slinging out, stuff like that. And some have said that you get that over 4,000. So I don't know. I just kind of chose right under 8,000 at 7,500. That's a little bit more realistic to where engines would cap out on their max safe rev, you know, I mean, somewhat. And so that seems to have helped. I put this lead weight back there to give us some kind of resistance, and then adjusted the, I don't know, it's not really a torque converter, but the little centrifugal clutch thing. And then, yeah, as you can see here on the cylinders, when we look, we have at 7,500, I have the volumetric efficiency as high as possible. I'm not sure if that's the right thing, but it just seems like we need the most volume possible, you know, like that's usually not a bad thing on engines. And then our peak efficiency at a specific RPM. So I'm guessing like at 4,000 RPMs, it would make its max power, which, you know, I think realistically that would probably be closer to 5,000 to 6,000 RPMs, but I might change that because we can right click and change that number. And then I put our air fuel ratio at 132, be a little bit more on the richer side. So I'm not sure, because we have so much, we increase the volumetric efficiency. I'm assuming this is basically like airflow, I guess. I don't know. You guys are going to have to correct me. And then we also increased the exhaust effect and everything. So I don't know. That should, I mean, it seems to be working. If we do startup is nice, so we can, I mean, look at that. It starts up great. It sounds pretty nice. And besides the revving, and I think that's because of the clutch thing, this centrifugal clutch, I think it's kicking in at a weird thing. If I bring this back down to where I had it, I think we had it disengage at, so I think what RPM it fully disengages at, and I guess we need it to disengage at higher than, man, I'm not really sure, like, does it disengage so that it's free rolling, or is it, I'm not really sure which way these numbers are supposed to be. This is engaged at this RPM, so it is engaged here, which means it should be rotating, and then it should be fully disengaged at a lower RPM. That's what I see. It makes a weird thing. I'm not sure, but yeah. So it revs up okay now, And we make about, let's see, I think we go up and let it run. Kind of annoying sound. Oh, geez. All right. Well, the number there, as far as I've seen so far, is 1,300 Newton meters. So that's 950 foot-pounds of torque. And then on the power, seen as high as 860 kilowatts. So that is 1,153 on the horsepower. So we're over 1,000 horsepower and right at 1,000 foot-pounds of torque. So that is pretty good. Normally that would be the other way around a little bit. Like normally an engine like this would make more torque and a little slightly less horsepower, but I don't know. We'll have to experiment with some of the settings. So anyway, so let's go ahead and look for some transmissions and get started with that. And let's just go to the workshop here. I've downloaded a few already. So actually they're in this area, right? Under construction in the cloud. So these are some that I've already downloaded. So we're just gonna load in several versions here. And let's see, we have this a 5-speed. I don't think I'm gonna do 3-speed, but let's just kind of put all these. I don't know, are all these? All right, let's select all of that. And let's just kind of look at these somewhat in a line, and let's rotate this one. Not sure which is the input and the output on these. I think this one said it was an automatic. We need a way to, let's see, let's go here. So I have to select all that, and we're gonna just lock all of those parts so I can lock it in. Okay, so trying to get all these in line. And then what else? I have some more. Okay, this one looks a little weird. This one looks interesting. It's a sequential one. Let's load that one in. Oh, that looks big. All right. And I'm using the shadow down there. If you guys can see, I'm like looking at the shadow to see how I can move them in line somewhat. And then let's look at some others here. This is a 6-speed plus reverse. Now, some of these have information on them, like, you know, and then some don't. That one looks really, it's very minimal. This one requires us to install like some scripts and stuff, and I don't want to deal with that on this. I'm trying to do all this without having to do any like special no clip, whatever scripts or, you know, things to allow collisions and all that. So let's load in. That's a small 5-speed. What is this one? Odd length. All right, let's double click this, bring this one in. We'll put that over here, like there. And then let's look at one more, and then I think we want to see what this thing looks like. And then let's turn this around. See, some of these I don't know which is the input and the output. This has like a worm gear in the middle. Okay, so this says it's a 5-speed. It uses a servo. And I don't know if there was any information on this one. Yeah, not very much. This one has, I like that it uses the number pad to change the gears. And then this one doesn't have any information. This one's kind of similar. Must disengage gear to change. Yeah, I don't like that. So let's just see. I wanted it to be as easy as possible. And this one has no information. May have to adjust values. This was based on 1,000 RPM. Oh, okay. We might not go with that one then. And then this one, no information. Important. Input must be clockwise only. Okay, so that might be an issue also. But let's go ahead and look at what we have here. So we have this guy, which uses like this worm gear. And then I guess like a motor, like a servo stepper motor to, that's so weird. How is it using a stepper motor? So the stepper motor is doing what? It is, so it's turning this thing, but what is it? What's attached to it that it's turning? Interesting. Okay, because here are the gears. So this looks like the One of these has got a, this one, I think it said it had a reverse gear, right? Where is this one at? That was this one right here. No reverse gear. Okay, so I can imagine that this would be like first gear, second gear, third gear, and maybe the combination of these would be the final or one-to-one gear. I don't know, but it looks like it's using this. There's another gear. There's a gear squished up inside of there. So this looks like it might be using one of those glitchy things because it's actually got a bar there that it's using to turn, to push forward. So it's pushing some kind of gear that's meshed up in the middle of all of this along these somehow. That is interesting. All right, man, stuff people come up with. But yeah, you can see it sideways right there. So that is crazy. All right, well, let's look at this one. And let's turn this one over. So I'm assuming that, oh, I'm trying to select the, all right, let's go ahead and select and make all of this locked. Here we go. All right, and it looks like this one is, oops, selected the wrong thing. I'm trying to select the, here we go. I don't know if this is the right position for this, but I would assume this is the input and this is the output. And I'm just saying that because this would be what's coming off the drive shaft into the smallest gear, which would then turn this gear, which this gear would be your low speed. So this would be your first gear, and then like your second gear, and then like your third gear, and then fourth and fifth. What is this one? That's reverse. Okay. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Reverse. And then it's flipping around this gear here, which is flipping, or no, this is flipping that gear. And yeah, that's weird. Okay. Reverse. So how does this work exactly? These are not normal gears. Wait a second. Because these are gears down here. What are these? These are clutch gears. Oh, okay. Wait. So it does say, all right, so it is first gear because it says number pad 1. I didn't even notice that. Number pad 2, number pad 3, and these are clutch gears. How does a clutch gear work? I mean, part of this is kind of figuring out how we can do this on our own too. So if I go to Control E, so we have the numpad there, and then peak torque is 2100. So does that mean, okay, so this is just I see a 24 tooth gear, and when you hit number 1, it engages. And so it's not like it engages at a specific RPM. This is just the peak torque that it can take. Okay, so it's not RPM limited, which I guess you could use this concept with this thing right here, right? Because that is a centrifugal gear. And that is based on your RPM of when it engages and disengages. So you might, but you can't assign a key to it, as far as I know, can you? No, you can't. So that, but this might be how you make an automatic, I would assume, maybe using the same kind of setup right here. Okay, well, I like this. This is simple. I can understand how this works. And it is a, what is it, 5-speed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5-speed plus reverse. All right, cool. All right, let's look at this one. This looks like the same thing, but it has some different stuff over here. We have like another set of gears, and oh, I see what they've done. Okay, so they have the input and output, or vice versa. I'm not really sure which side is input or output, but it looks like it's the same kind of deal. It has a little bit larger lower gears, where this one has an offset. Interesting. Okay, so these are using different size, no, small gears in the bottom or top or whatever that is, and then we have our different, I guess, different size gears here. Maybe, can't really tell. And then, oh, there's a worm gear inside of there. Wow. All right, well, might have to mess with this one. I'm not really sure. This is all locked, but yeah, so the worm gear is turning this thing, which might be turning one of these over here. But I do like the fact that the input or whatever the input output are on the same level. This one doesn't have any information on it. It's this one right here. So it's compact 5-speed sequential with 0 belts in it. Starts in first gear. Okay. Well, that's good. So this one 5-speed. So they're both 5-speed with oh, this one has reverse. And this one doesn't say anything about reverse. But no belts. So I guess belts are an issue. Okay. If reverse gear keybind conflicts with your creation, rebind it to your liking. Okay. I don't know why. Oh, R is reverse. Okay. So that should be fine. All right. All right. Well, that one seems cool. We might try that one. That looks like that would fit in our setup pretty easily too. Then we got this crazy thing, which does have belts. Some kind of weird knob on top. And this one has a motor on it. Okay. So does that mean we can, does this have a pin? Let's go grab a pin. All right, you come over here. I think with like some of these, yeah, that one has a pin in it. So let's stick a pin in that. Oh, that's not. All right, let's rotate this around and let's plop a pin somewhere. There we go. Okay, so I think I can actually, this one has a key, it's T and G, it seems like. So if we unbind that, T, oh, okay, there we go. G is switching back and forth. And then what is the drive? What do we hit to drive this thing? Oh, there is no drive. Okay, so this is just the gear shifting mechanism. Okay. Interesting. All right, cool. I like that. This one, I don't think we can do that with, can we? What did it say? We have to look here again. Compact 5-speed. It doesn't say how to shift it. Starts in first gear. What did they say? No sequentials with 0 belts. Or I mean, it's a sequential with 0 belts. Okay. So I don't know how this one shifts. I don't see any special stuff. So it has a worm gear. I would imagine it has like a motor or something stuck in there. What is that? That's a big cylinder. Okay. Weird. All right. I don't know. I'm going to have to look at this one a little closer. This one looks like we can, get back up there. My little pin did not hold that in place. You're supposed to hold that in place, dude. There we go. Now this one is left control. Oh, okay. Now what was this? Was this an automatic or what was this? It's 5-speed manual with with reverse. So how do we shift it? Oh, look at that. We got shifting thing. Is this a knob? Do we actually? Whoa, wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Do we actually have to manually shift this? To what was it? Left control? So that's turning it on. Now if I hit 5, do I actually have to grab that? Okay, that's not. So how do we shift it? Does it tell us how to shift this thing? Shoot. All right, go back to that. You stop. Go back into here. And we're looking at this guy right here, right? No information. Okay. So we need to figure out how to shift this thing. So control starts the motor. Oh, there's a motor there. What does that say? Number 5 and number 2 key. Okay, number 5 and number 2. So 5 must be up. Ah, there we go. And then in reverse. Oh, okay. That looks pretty cool. How do you write numbers on here like that? That is weird. I'm curious to see how you do that. I have not seen how to do that. Okay. Interesting. This is pretty compact. I don't know how much power it takes. So this must be the input power. And then this would be the output. Nice. Okay, so we'll come back to this one maybe and try that. That looks pretty simple also. So I like that. And then this one, it's all black. It's hard to see what the heck's going on. Which one was this? This one was right here. It's a 3-speed. Okay, I don't really want the 3-speed. So let's go ahead and just destroy selected. I don't really want to do the 3-speed. And let's see. This one is, I think this is a, didn't I have one automatic in here? Where was it? Right here. 3-speed automatic. Okay, so this looks like it. Oh, wait a second. Okay, so it does use the centrifugal clutches, like I was saying earlier. So now, oops, I don't mean to unlock that. If we go to E. Ah, I see. So it engages at and disengages at 900. This one disengages 990 at 1000. So where this one engages, this one disengages. And then it'll engage at 1000 as we go up. All right, this must be the lower gear. And this must be the lower gear too. And then this must be the second. These must be the first gear and second gear and third gear. That has to be what that is. Because it engages at the higher RPM. So that's a pretty quick RPM range. So this one is 100 to 490, and this is 100 to 990. So 1, 2. I don't understand this this is not a very wide range there, but all right. Okay, well this one I don't think is going to work for us anyway. I really think we're going to have to go with the manual, give us the ability to control. So let's go ahead and get rid of this one, and we will destroy selected. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, there we go. Get rid of you. All right, so this one seems kind of interesting, but I think belts are going to be an issue for us. I added some belts earlier, and they tend to break or fall apart or something. So I want to maybe come back to this. I like this simplicity of this setup, being a 5-speed with reverse and how small it is. I really like that. So I may tweak with that later, but I think I'm either going to go with this thing or this one. And I'm not sure. This one, I feel like, is using some internal glitchy parts. I mean, things are like all crammed inside of there. How's that not freaking out? Okay, I think we're not going to do that. I feel like we're going to run into issues with that one. And so now we're down to these two. This has that worm gear thing. Yeah. I think we're going to go with this one for right now, because it looks like, I don't know, it just looks simple to me. And the fact that it engages these things independently makes it nice. So let's go ahead and select this guy. Bring this guy over here. All right, and let me get rid of these real quick. All right, so I got rid of all the other transmissions, and so now I want to stick a mounting block on this, because I realize it doesn't have any way to mount in our setup, so we need to put something like underneath it, I think. All right, come on. You get right there, maybe. All right, let's lock that in place. And okay, that might not be in the right place, but it'll give us something to start with. Let's go throw this in our setup here. Okay, we have to get rid of this thing, this weight. So let's take the weight, let's move the weight over here, and let's take, all right, I'm assuming we're going to need, we'll still need the centrifugal clutch, right? Because that's our starter, and then this will engage and disengage, so it doesn't just take off driving. So let's grab this. Oh wait, We need to probably take out this little input shaft. Take that out. Oh, there it is. I'm like, where'd it go? Okay, and can we get that to stick in there? Look at that. Okay. Oh, look at that. Okay, so good. We're, are we mounted? Is that on top? Let's take a look here. Okay, so that is kind of tall. Might have to flip that upside down. Not really sure. Should we flip it upside down? Okay, where's the output shaft on this thing? Is that the output shaft? Okay. Yes. Okay, that must be the output shaft. Okay. So, why there's a gear on that. Okay. Let's take our seats. Move these over. Get some space. And let's do this here. Okay, so that puts our output shaft. Oh, you know what? Okay. Where did that gear come from? I'm not really sure. I could have swore there was not a gear there a minute ago. Weird. Okay, so I loaded the right one in, right? Yeah, there's not a gear on it. So how did I stick a gear on there? Okay, well, whatever. Doesn't matter. Okay, so we need to put our engine, our output shaft, and it needs to go down here and connect to this thing. So maybe we do need to turn this thing upside down. All right, let's take that off. And so we have our input. We probably need to move this out of the way too. So that's our input shaft. I'm just guessing right now. Okay, and let's just assume that's the output shaft. And let's take this and rotate it like that. Select that, shove that in there. Is that hanging down too low now? Oh, that is pretty low. Not sure I like how low that is. But let's see where the drive shaft lines up. Okay, that is too low. Well, dang it. Okay. So maybe we might have to gear. Maybe I can make that the output shaft. Does it have to be this? This could be it. Because all of this is going to turn, right? No matter what, everything is being transferred through here. And then, yeah, these are our gear shifts. And then it's going to output to here, but also to this middle one. And maybe even to this lower one. Is this shaft connected? It looks like it is. So that is all connected. And these are going to be what speeds up. That doesn't make any sense. So unless these are like, oh, wait a second. Yeah, these are wait, these are connected. Connected. But these are is this a oh, that's a tiny clutch gear. Okay. So all the clutch gears are doing that. Nice. Okay, so this is the reverse gear. So that goes the opposite direction. How do they do that, man? Like, can I select that? Oh, can you invert controls of that? Guess you can. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just work with this drive shaft instead of making it overcomplicated. Just thought maybe it might be better to flip it the other way. I think I can use some gears to place it. All right, we got to go down. And oh my gosh. All right. Stick on there, I think. Yeah. Oh, crap. There we go. Okay, now I want to, that looks, let's lock that in place. Okay, so now we have gears. So let's, are we pinned here? Let's unlock all this. Okay, and let's start the engine. There we go. And holy moly. I also changed my exhaust. I don't know if I mentioned that or not, but I did change the exhaust. And uh-oh. Where'd that gear come from? How did we... I must go... Man. Let's get you back in here. I must have unlocked that there. Okay, well hopefully that didn't change. Let's go ahead and lock that, right? Yeah, it's locked now. Crazy. Okay. Well, now we need to figure out how we're going to get it back here. So I'm thinking we're going to have to step down with some gears if it lines up correctly. Oh, wait. My rear end changed again. Okay. What the heck happened? I still got this weird bug with my with the way the rear end changes over like that. That is, I don't like that. Okay, let me fix some things and then I'll be right back. That drives me crazy. All right, so got everything fixed again. That's crazy. So as I was talking about earlier, this assembly, if I move this, and I think it has something to do with these shocks and how I have these basically doing that node skip thing where they automatically connect. So if I unfreeze this, you see how they connect at a 45-degree angle. I think because I have that doing that, if I try to move this whole thing, then somehow this shock snaps over to there, but then everything that's attached to it moves over 2 spaces. So I might need to think about a different way of connecting this to where it doesn't do that. So I don't know. That's just, it seems to be what I've figured out so far. I could be wrong, but I don't know. So we'll have to see next time I move it. Might try to disconnect those before I move it. All right, so now we need to get this drive shaft or make a drive shaft. Can we do, oh, you know what? Actually, I just had an idea. All right, so we need something. We need a drive shaft over here, some type of pinion gear here. All right, so what gear do we need? Let me see. What do we have to choose from? I am guessing we're gonna need, well, first of all, we need an axle, right? So where are the axles? Right here. And let's just throw an axle in, rotate this thing around. Let's go ahead and shorten this thing up a little bit. All right, and let's just place it where it needs to go. Okay, is that the right location? I think that's too high. Oh, I think so. All right, yeah, we need to drop down 1 block, like right there, maybe. Okay, and then bring that out to there. I think that's in the middle now. So let's look back here. Yeah, that is in the middle. So now we need a gear. What size gear is that? I guess I find it easier to just select the 2 times gear because we have all these different ones, and the this 2 times gear, I believe it is 2 of these tall, and that's how most of these things work. We're, you know, so from the center point, so that would mean this looks about the distance of 1 block right here, and times 2 would make it the right size. I'm just taking a wild guess there, but I think that is how that works. So let's select this one. Maybe not. It looks kind of small now that I loaded it in. And let's select this, stick it on right there. Yep. All right. So my theory, I don't think worked very well. Okay. So, but it, I mean, maybe it is. Maybe it's two of those. I mean, kind of, right? But maybe this space is either 2.2 or 2.5. So let's just put that there. I guess we can get rid of it. And let's find one. Do we have a 2 point? Here's a 2.25, and then here's a 2.5. Let's go with this one. Oops. And then we'll know it's the one in the middle if this doesn't work. So we should get like a little green arrow if it works. Okay. All right. So, God, it's not, that doesn't fit either. What? How big does this thing need to be? Okay. I was kind of hoping it would be kind of small. All right. Let's get rid of that. And let's find, that was 2.25, 7. Let's do the 3.0 here. That seems awfully big. Okay. Oh, that looks like that's the right size. Okay. So yeah, we have the green arrow and you can see that it's going this way and then it's turning downwards. Okay. Of course, that depends on, I guess, the rotation. We are rotating this. Now we need to see just how we can get this thing to line up over here. So let's bring this way. Yes. Now I could use pulleys, but like I said, I think the pulleys are going to break. So you know what? I could do this too to add a little bit more support. Oh, you know what I was thinking actually? Let's try this. I have an idea. Can we use CV joints for a drive shaft? Like, I'm curious now. So let's go here. Let's go to our, where the heck are the CV joints? That should be the same. Or, I mean, we should be able to use like a knuckle too, but let's do a CV joint. This would be, yeah, let's do one of those. And let's rotate it just a little bit so it snaps in. And then let's copy it. Come on. And let's rotate it. The heck? There we go. Get over there. Okay, so now we need a bar like this. Excuse me. So like this one. Okay, and how are we going to do that? Oh, I see. We can put one of these on the end. Okay. So let's turn this around like that. And I wonder if we can do that same method that we did on the shocks over here. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So now we need the other piece here, because that needs to snap into there. All right, you snap into there. And then this looks like it's a little too long, maybe. So we need to, not really sure exactly how this is going to work, but let's connect this. Let's R it. And then, or not R it, lock it, I mean. I said R it. Okay, and so that's connected there. That's connected there. And then I should be able to drag it, snap it in, hit Control Z. I don't think that worked. Okay. Oh wait, did that work? Let's try it again. Let's hold it there and then hit Z twice. I don't know if that worked. Oh, wait. I saw the arrow. Ah, did it go away? Shoot. Okay, so let's do it one more time. Control, and then Control Z. And then, oh, we do have the arrow. Okay, so if I unbind this or whatever, oh, it just flopped. Okay. Is it not long enough? It should be long enough. Let's try it again. What we'll do is we'll drag it down to there, hit Control Z twice, and it should show right there. And then click off, Control V. Well, it's trying, it looks like, but not quite making it to there. If we select it, yeah, it's not actually connecting. So weird. Okay, maybe I thought that would be great if that worked. Okay, shoot. So let's look at our options here. I don't think we have any type of, if it like a sliding thing, that would be great if we had like a sleeved thing that would slide back and forth. Maybe we can use a shock or something. I guess not. It's a piston thing. So as far as like, you know, we need ability to make an axle. I really thought that would work, but I don't think it's going to, because I don't think we're going to be able to get to do that node space clip thing, whatever it's called. Sliding rail, no. Rotors, I don't know what that's for. So I guess we're kind of stuck with making a solid deal. I mean, I wonder if I made it longer, do we think that would work? Let's make it a little longer. Why it's not? I guess let's unlock it maybe. Okay, let's just do that. And okay, I'm going to lock it in place. Flip it in here. It should. Yeah, so now we have it instead of. Okay, so now I click it there. All right, let's get out of there. And then Control V. Oh yeah, see, that doesn't work. All right, well, it was worth the try. Maybe you guys have a better solution for that. So we'll just take that out, and I'm just gonna get rid of it. And I think our only option now is to put like some type of gear mechanism here. Oh, did I delete the drive shaft? There we go. All right, so let's see. Okay, let's do this and extend this thing out to there. Actually, I'm gonna put it there. And I think we're gonna take, can I select just that piece, or is it, it's all locked? Bring that down, and we'll make that rotatey. Lock all this back up. There we go. Okay. So now we'll put a gear on here and there, I guess. Yeah, okay. I don't know. Maybe we'll use two of these. Let's just copy this one, stick it right there, and then I wonder if that's the right size. Just take a chance, stick it right there. Nope, it is not. Oh wait, there, that goes there. Oh, it is the right size. Holy cow. Okay, well that makes it easy. It's just 1-to-1 since same size gear, and it's 1-to-1 with here too. So we're running still off of the total reduction of the transmission. You know, it would be nice if this gear was a little smaller, but that might work actually. All right, let's make sure that is rotating, that's locked, and it's going through this block. So oh yeah, good thing we looked. All right, so now I can rotate through that block, And it should be connected here, right? Assuming it is. Yes, it is. Okay. So, all right, well, let's try this out and see if we can get this to work now. All right, let's start the engine. Okay. So I see the gears moving. Are the tires moving? Tires are not moving. And okay, that's moving. Are they moving now? Oh, they are. Is it because I just hit it? Okay. I think it's because I ran into it. Yeah, they're stopped now. All right, and I believe hitting back on the hitting the S key stops it. So let's change a gear. And I guess the clutch isn't engaged because we haven't revved the engine. So let's rev the engine. Holy cow. Jeez Louise, man. Why does it rev so fast? Kind of figured that the transmission would add some resistance. So, all right, let's change gears. I think one. Oh, there we go. Number one puts it in gear. And then, holy cow. All right, let's do number two. And then number three. Oh, God. Let's rev. I'm trying to rev. Wow. Okay, I can't rev. Things are shaking down there. Let's go back to number two. Number one. Okay, number two. Oh, I broke something. Okay. Huh. Let's start up again, maybe. So that all turns. Oh, God dang. Let's put in second gear. Oh my gosh. I don't know what's plonking out over there. Is it the transmission doing that? Oh, it looked like something bad was happening there. That is not good. Okay, so yeah, there's some craziness going on right there. That's the reverse gear. Oh, okay. And then let's put it into third again. Oh, it does better now in third. Oh, God dang. Okay, maybe we should put it in first. Oh, that is crazy sounding. What the heck? Okay, let's just turn you off. And I'm gonna remove the pin. And let's just see if we get a different reaction with this thing being on the ground. All right, so we are on the ground. Everything looks, oh, what, where? Oh, hello? Need my other toilet seat. Oh, I can't put it on there just yet. All right, you get out. All right, let's put the other toilet seat in. You don't need it. We need it like right there. All right, there maybe over one. Okay, so let's go ahead and unfreeze. There we go, and get in seat in case car takes off. So yeah, so we have our throttle thing, T, throttle, G, motor, A and D switch, and then we have the other things. Okay, so if I, oh God dang, why does it rev so fast like that? G. Okay, let's put it in gear. Oh, we're going backwards. Why are we going backwards, guys? Hello, stop. Stop. Oh, come back. Come back. Hello. Oh, it's steering. Oh, I can steer it. Here, come back this way, please. What the heck are you doing, man? Why are you taking off on me like that? Okay. Let's take you back over to the little work area. That is crazy. So, maybe... Can we... I don't think we can reverse the engine, can we? So maybe what's happening is our gears are being reversed because our output is being reversed right here and we don't have another gear. Okay. That makes sense. So we're reversing the direction right here and it's reversing it there. So that's our problem, I bet. So I don't think we can run that. No. Okay. All right. So let's rethink this. Let me play around here. I'm gonna move these out of the way. I think I'm going to take this gear and let's move it up right there. Okay. Okay. So I moved this drive shaft rod up higher, and then we're going to put a gear on the end of the transmission, one down here, and then two over here, and then, or no, wait, two right there. So I need to unlock that. There we go. And that should put everything going back into the same, the other direction that we had before. Maybe. Let's try it out. Let's see. So let's go to our gears, and let's do the 2-time gear there. Start with that one. Okay, so the 2-time gear works pretty good right there. I think we're going to need a real tiny one over here though. So I think we'll put it right there. Can we get 2 little ones in right there? Maybe that's a clutch. Oh, that's a clutch. No, is it? No, it's okay. Well, let's do this little guy, or no, this little guy over here. What are they? Oh yeah, these are clutch gears. Okay, so these are, let's do this one and let's rotate it so that we can stop moving the seats around. Okay, there we go. There's that one. Let's keep moving things over here. Hopefully I didn't mess up my suspension again. As I was saying earlier, when you move that stuff around. Okay, looks fine. Let's take that, copy it. And then snap it there. Are those touching now? I can't tell. Oh, I think we need the smaller ones. So, okay, let's grab the smaller one. It's so hard to select things sometimes. There we go. Okay, so it is a tiny one. All right, let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. And we'll get rid of this one and that one. Okay. Now let's see if anything falls off after we okay. Wait. Aren't you guys supposed to be... Man. What happened? I thought you were connected. Yeah. Are you connected now? Okay. And how about you? Why did you guys not stay where you're supposed to be? You're right there. Okay. You're good. All right, let's unfreeze. There we go. Crazy. All right, let's get in the driver's seat here. Turn on the car. Okay. Now let's put it in gear and see if we go forward this time. There we go. Okay, so we're driving now, just under idle. And if we give some gas... Oh, gee. Ah, dang. What in the world? My transmission's broken now. Let's put it in second gear. Oh. Jeez. I wonder what that is. So, let's get out. That's how I feel about this. Do you guys know This is gonna be a question for people, as you guys in the comment section tend to know more about this than I do. Like, why does it rev like instantly to that and then it just destroys itself? I mean, I understand like a lot of people will put the weight, you know, so that the engine has some type of mass to turn up, but do I still need to have like a weight on this thing? Because I thought, you know, having gears and stuff would allow it to have some type of resistance, you know, so the engine, you know, has resistance behind it, so it doesn't just instantly rev with no, you know, counterweight on it. So do we still need some type of counterweight built into this? 'Cause that's kind of crazy. And where do we put that? I don't see that on other people's cars that have transmissions. So that is kind of crazy. So if I unpause it, let's start it up. Ah, yeah, it's just instant. Now let's put it in gear. Yeah, we can see the tires turning. Oh, it just brakes. Weird. Okay. I'm not really sure how to deal with that. I'm just looking. Okay. And see, I mean, obviously when I put it in second gear, it does show more resistance. So where are we at? We're just making it to 7,400 RPMs. It's so weird without the mass. Now I can't actually accelerate. I'm in third gear. And then second gear. Not doing it. Now we're back in first. Oh. I wonder. Wait a second. Let me do this. Stop it. I'm wondering if we have to disengage the gear before we change to the next gear. Does that make sense? So let's do this. Let's do that. Start the engine. So we have in first gear. Do we have to take it out of the first gear before we go into second gear? And then now we're in second gear. Take it out of second gear. Now let's go to third gear. Oh, and then let's take it out of third gear. And then let's go to fourth gear. And then now let's rev it. Holy, that was new. Physics forces freak the heck out. Okay, I think I understand maybe what's happening. So I think in order to go to the next gear with these clutch gear things, we have to disengage this gear first. So we have to hit the key again before we go to the next gear. Like you kind of would with an actual clutch. You would have to disengage. You can't just leave this gear engaged, and keep on going, because then all of these gears down here start binding together and they're all trying to turn at the same time. I have a feeling that's what's happening. I don't know if we can see that. Like if I start up the transmission, can't really see, but if I hit, like, let's just put it into third gear. So, and let's take it out of third gear. Yeah, I can actually hear it revving down. All right, so if we look at the wheels back here, I stopped it. So if we put it in third gear and then let's take it out of third gear. And the RPMs on the tire is at 590 something. And let's take it out of gear. See, now it's slowing down. So that's what we have to do, because that's what's happening is the gears were all being trying to be meshed at the same time. So not exactly a sequential. Did this one stay to sequential? A sequential would mean that you would have to do that. Now this one over here says sequential, so we might have to try that, because that would mean that you can shift directly from one gear to the next. So maybe I'll try that, but weird. Okay, well, we have something that kind of drives around. Let's go ahead and turn it off. Let's pull the pin out, and let's see. Now I need to figure out like how we can keep this thing from like over revving instantly. So let's bring it to the ground. Let's get in it. Let's start. Okay, and then let's put it in. We're gonna put it in second gear. There we go. So we're at 700 RPMs now. Oh golly, that was crazy. Let's put it in third. Let's take it out second, and then put it into third. Oh gosh! All right, we're going now. Well, it's driving pretty good, I think. Let's go out to this mode here and see. Oh, oh, I'm not sure what that was all about. Seems like we have some physics issues, but the suspension is actually working out. That's nice to see. Where's that? Uh-oh, broke it. Let's start it back up. Okay, and let's go back to, take it out third gear, put it in second gear. Whoa. All right. We can see what the suspension looks like. Oh my gosh. I don't know if that's stalling the engine or if it's just braking. Not really sure what's going on with that. All right, where are those things at? We should be able to go over these things. I mean, our steering's pretty good. Dun, 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 dun. I mean, you can see it lifting the front end up under acceleration. Oh no, what the heck? All right, can I pick it up? Here we go. Oh my gosh. Hello. Go that way. Pick it. All right. Uh-oh. Oh, back. Back. Oh my gosh. We broke the rear end. All right. Let's try this again. All right, I think second gear is our gear of choice right now, so we can figure out. Yeah, you can see it pulling the front engine up. It's just instant revs with all the power. I mean, we got 1,000 foot-pounds of torque and 1,000 horsepower, so it just revs instantly until it breaks. So maybe you guys have some ideas on how I can adjust it so that it doesn't over rev and break. And so I'm just trying to kind of get it going. Oh, we broke again. All right, let's put it in third. Let's see if we can get some speed up. All right, it's doing some weird stuff, man. All right, let's take it out third, put it in fourth. All right, oh, we're getting some speed. Okay, holy cow. I wonder how fast we're going. Oh, easy, easy, easy. Okay. Oh no. Land. Oh. All right. Back to fourth. Okay. Okay, do that because we have to repair. And let's see if we can make it back to... hello, don't take off yet. All right, so first gear. All right. So there's first gear. So we need to make like W. I have T as the throttle. I don't like that because it's hard to steer at the same time. So we need to shift out of 1 into 2, and then out of 2 into 3. There we go. And there's the track over there. Oh no 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 no! Or the whatever. All right, let's just get out. Oh, okay. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do. Now you're all sideways. Okay, let's hook up a speedometer thing. So where can I put? I'm gonna put a speedometer. I guess let's take this thing here. Get out of this. Can I select that? It's all part of that. Okay. Let's just bring in. Let's duplicate that thing. Up you. Up over. Maybe on this side. Okay. And let's rotate. There we go. Why does it keep doing that? There we go. Okay, just want to rotate it right there so I can put another display. So let's take a display and let's see, which one do we need? Electronics. Let's just take another 4-line display here. And let's plug it in right there. Okay, and I did put these sensors over here a while ago. We haven't used it. One is speed and altitude, and the other one is, I think, G-forces, lateral forces. So let's connect that there, and then connect here. Then let's check out what we can set this to. We got speed, miles per kilometer. So this is speed, altitude. All right, we need one of these to be rate of climb. I don't really want that. I want, let's see, longitudinal or lateral. No, long. Is that straight? Okay, let's do that. Updates per second. Let's do 1 second. Okay, and let's just see what happens here. Go back into this mode. Bring that down. Let's get into our seat. Go to first person so we can kind of see what our speed is over there. Let's start our engine. Oh, we need to turn it on. There it is. Okay. So now let's put it into gear. So we're at kilometers an hour instead of miles per hour. Can we change that? Speed. MS, no. How can we change it to miles per hour? Okay, guess we can't. So 30K. All right, let's just see. Altitude, and let's see what our acceleration is. Oh, geez. Okay. Put it in second gear. All right, almost got half a G there. Okay, where's our pad at? Let's go back over here. Oh wait, I gotta take it off. Forgot. Oh, dang. What the heck? Let's start it back up. It's hard to tell what gear I'm in. Okay. Okay, there we go. We're in second gear now. Let's go to third gear. All right, we're at 165 kilometers. Out of third into fourth. And oh, somehow we flipped upside down. Hello. Oh, what the? Okay, excuse me. All right, let's just rotate you around like that. And get back on the ground. Do we have a straight map that has like a straight road? Okay, let's start. Gonna start in the second gear. Okay. Let's just go straight this way. See what kind of speeds we can get. All right, let's give it some gas. Oh, geez. Let's go out of second into third. All right, we have to be careful. All right. Then, out of third into fourth. Or 250 kilometers an hour. Somehow we end up upside down. So, see you later. Okay. That is crazy. So let's rotate. And what is 250 kilometers an hour? I can't remember what that is. Isn't like 250? Isn't that like 100 and I don't know, 160, 180? Let's see. Let's look it up real quick. Let's do kph 2 miles an hour. I don't know what the conversion is. Let's do, it said 230, I guess, or 250 or something like that. So yeah, 250 is 155. Okay, so I said like 160, 180, I don't know. All right, let's take this back to our pad. So we definitely need to do some work on this thing. Actually, we can drive over there. And we need to figure out how to keep it from revving up so much. Start. The engine, I mean, it runs good. Let's start in second gear. I mean, it seems like it runs. It's just got this rev thing with just super revs. So, got to figure that out. All right, third gear works pretty good. And then maybe I'll look at the other maps to see if we have a better map to do. Oh my gosh. That's not, well, okay. Yeah, well, I guess we got there. So yeah. All right, well, cool. Well, guys, I guess I'm going to end the episode here. We got a transmission. I'm not sure if it's the best one to use for this. I might experiment with the sequential transmission. So we have this other one that right here that I liked, and it being sequential, I may not have to like try to remember which gear it's in. So, and I do like that the input and output are on the same level, because I think that will line up directly with my engine and my differential in the back, possibly. So maybe it'll be a better thing. So I may try this kind of off camera, experiment with a few different transmissions, and then in the next episode we'll cover the rest of like changes, and then maybe you guys can give some feedback on like how to keep it from revving so fast. And do we need to put like this counterweight? So I've been using this counterweight right here to give us accurate like torque and horsepower readouts, because it needs some type of counterweight to spin the engine, you know, like it needs something to add as like resistance. I thought maybe adding a fan. We do have a fan on here, which it does work. Where is my pin? There is a pin right there. So let's grab that pin and let's put a pin in this thing. All right, then if I unfreeze it and we start the motor. So I got the alternator and that fan working. I mean, obviously they don't do anything, but it is functioning, so that's cool. Yeah, I don't know. We're going to have to figure out exactly what to do about maybe the engine revving so fast, because it's a little ridiculous. I mean, it's like I mean, I wanted it to be like a formula car. That's a little much. So I don't know. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section on what I can do to fix that issue. One of you guys asked to set the firing order in the Lexus LFA V10 style setup, which is the same as the Lamborghini V10 or Audi V10, I believe. I think they're all the same. So I went ahead and changed the firing order to that particular firing order, which is basically 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the two middle ones are 9 and 10. So that's kind of the setup. So it's like bang, 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 and then bang, 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 and then the middle bangs. So it took a little bit of adjustment, but it does actually run smoother with that particular firing order. So before it was like 1, 2, and then like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, something like that. So it was like a crisscross setup. Either way, it worked, and it just seems like this particular firing order is a little smoother, mainly on startup. But that could have been due to this clutch thing. I don't know. There's a few things that have changed since then. So I don't know. But I like this other, this 1, 2, 3, 4 setup more. It's a little easier to configure. So anyway, just a little note there. But I did change it to that LFA style firing order, which is unconfirmed, by the way. No one really knows what the that actual firing order is for some reason, but at least anything I could find. So it's as close as I could get. But anyway, I'm gonna end the episode here. I think this is a good spot, and you guys let me know what you think in the comment section on how to fix some of these things, and what you think about the overall layout so far. I mean, I think the suspension and everything's working out pretty good. You know, obviously there's going to be a lot of stuff, but once I add a body to it, maybe that will add some more mass to this thing. You know, it is all made out of carbon fiber. So I don't know, we'll see how it goes, but I'm going to play around with the transmissions, like I said, and I will do that, update you on the next episode. But anyway, really appreciate you guys. Make sure you like and subscribe on the channel, hit that little bell notification, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Thanks a lot.